So the Jubilee has arrived. Unfortunately my vans haven't yet. I did order 2 pairs. One of them unfortunately not going to get sent out until the middle of June. The other pair hopefully will arrive beginning of next week, hopefully. Now, as you can also see, my hair is now done. It's now a different green than it was before because I've changed it to something a bit brighter, and I've gone a bit. It's the only thing I've got really. Couldn't really go Jubilee with the watch because the only watch I've got anything near sort of Jubilee-ish is the white and the blue and red strap on the Daniel Wellington. So I'm wearing that to be a little bit. Fragrance-wise, I have got Penhaligon's Cousin Matthew on because Penhaligon's is sort of royalish because it's by royal appointment to Prince Charles and Duke of Edinburgh. Obviously he's not there around, but that's slightly royalist, isn't it? As you would have seen on TV, there was also lighting of the beacons on Thursday night between 9:25 and 10 o'clock. There wasn't really any definite time for it. Unfortunately around here there's only 1 or 2 places that were doing it out of about, there are roughly 5 or 6 beacons around here. They decided to only light a couple, so we had to sort of think about it and then rush out, bit of a mad dash, to go and have a look to see what we could see and see if we could actually physically see any of these so-called beacons. So we've come to see the lighting of the beacon with the dog and the invalid, except for the invalid doesn't have a disabled badge, so we have to park wherever we can, which means sitting in the car because there's nowhere else to park because everybody's already here. Anyway, so waiting for the lighting of the beacon. Agnes, what are you doing? That was fun. The dog was a bit of a tart, as always. Managed to pull a couple of women just by walking up to it. She sort of, Agnes does this, stands up on her back legs and waves her arms at you. So everyone's like walking past and went, oh look, lovely dog. If only I'd taken the dog out, just me. No, I'm not after anybody at any time soon that I don't already love. So tonight there isn't an awful lot going on. It's Friday night. It looks like it's going to rain. It looks pretty awful out there, to be honest with you. I'm hoping for a storm. I have got with me the military spec laptop. The little Lenovo looks like it's something out of an MI5 movie. It is probably quite old, to be honest with you. But I'm looking at the storms because I like a good storm. It'd be nice to have a good storm come over, and it's always a bit of fun. So I'll try and get out and video one if it does. I like to get out with the camera. I've got a couple of waterproof cameras. I've just stopped using my Panasonic camera for watch videos or watch photos because I've now got the Sony. I've got the Sony WX350 as well as the ZV-1, and I started using them for the photos rather than the Panasonic. Now the Panasonic I bought some time ago just for doing the photos, but it is a waterproof camera, and I did think at some point I would do some waterproof stuff with it. I haven't. I've had it about 3 years. Recently I've seen some reviews come up in the internet recommending waterproof cameras, and it's still recommended even now, and it's been out probably 5 years, I would have thought, and it's still getting recommended as one of the top waterproof cameras. So I need to go out and get it wet. In the summer I might even need to go down the beach. I need to do some water shots. I need to get into water photography of some sort. I don't know what though. And if you are thinking, what the bloody hell is he talking about? That's this thing. Very nice little waterproof camera. I have done a couple of waterproof stuff with it before. Stuck it in water just to try it, and it's actually quite good. So it might be nice to get out and do some. You never know, you see that sort of stuff, people doing it. I do mean to get out and do some street photography and stuff whilst I'm having to wait for some things to happen or nothing to happen, end up having loads of time on my hands. I ought to really get out and do more photography if I can, do some street photography. There is another car show on tomorrow night, Saturday night, so I may go down to that in Folkestone. So there's always stuff going on I can take pictures of and sort of put on here or put onto the internet, so something to keep me occupied anyway. Also, the beauty of working where I did was obviously it's electronic based or electrics Electronics. No, it's electronics based, and I had a lot and still have a lot of electronics. Some things like the camera. I mean, I bought that normal price, or a discounted price. Actually, I bought it when it was clearance, so it didn't cost me as much as it should have done. About half price, I think. This military spec phone away, no need, donated to me. I have also got a Microsoft Surface. So the Microsoft Surface is going in my to be shot list, along with the old dash cam that stopped working. I never got around to sending back to eBay, which I should have done because the people who sold it to me were an absolute arseholes and conned me, even with the second one that was still knackered. So that's getting shot at some point, but also this is going to have to get shot as well now. This worked for about a month. It's a Surface RT, 32 gig, just for literally looking at a few website stuff when you need it. I have got the 12-inch Samsung tablet, and I have also now got a 10-inch Samsung A series, which is this thing. This works absolutely perfectly well. This is also 32 gig. Surface and that are probably about the same size, except for the Surface worked brilliantly, and then it just suddenly stopped working. All of a sudden, just stopped working. It doesn't charge. The light comes on. It doesn't do anything at all, and I just can't be asked to bother getting it fixed or anything. So, I mean, it is quite sturdy, so I don't think this is going to get much when it gets shot. I don't think it's going to do much because it's proper solid, and unfortunately I don't think I'm going to do it much harm, do I? It's going to get shot and it's like nothing. So other things are getting shot. The Surface is getting shot because it's a piece of crap. Samsung tablet's brilliant. The other big Samsung tablet, hardly used now. I've got two iPads, two iPad minis. One I used for the drone. Now I take one around to play Roblox with the kids. I have another spare one in case that breaks down. So I tend to have a fair amount of gadgets which I garnered from having a job in a gadget place. But I'd still prefer to have a job than the gadgets, if you know what I mean. I'd give all of it up and not have anything to have the woman I love, who I still love, even now, all this time later. She's still, even now looking at her now, she's still the most beautiful woman on the earth. Most beautiful woman in the universe. So yeah, I'd give up everything just to be with her, even if it had to go miles away to live with her. So yes, that's the state of the union, as it were. A union flag. Oh, here's a union flag.